pretties, good morning. Welcome to my closet. This morning I'm going to be doing a special closet cleaning edition of Coffee Chat. So I thought no better place to do that than in my own closet. So we all know January is like the time of year when we're all just ready to dive into organizing things, and I'm not even quite sure why that is. I think for me personally, it's because once I get all of the Christmas decorations down, which we finally did this week, we kept them up forever, it felt like. But once all that stuff's down and put away, I feel like the house is just like so calm, and I just crave kind of a minimalist vibe in my environment. So it always feels good to just get all that stuff cleared out and put away, and then it seems to jumpstart some other organizing projects around the house. So this week I'm going to talk to you about my closet cleaning process, but overall organization in general. I started out really digging into this, I'm going to say about 4 years ago. So the funny thing is I hate clutter, but I had so much clutter in my house. We built our house in 2007. And I kicked off the decluttering project in 2015. So we had quite a few years of clutter that we're building up. And for Craig and I feel like unless we move, we don't really have a good reason to just do a top to bottom declutter in our house. So we had to kind of force that upon ourselves. And the thing that changed that for me, and I'm sure you guys have all heard of this by now, but it is The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. And she has an amazing Netflix series right now called Tidying Up that you might want to check out too. But I bought this book and it really just kind of kick-started a full house organization project. And I'm the type of person that I love tackling projects. I love the end results. But in the beginning, I feel absolutely, completely overwhelmed by them. So if you're like that too, and the overwhelm of starting something is what causes you to pause or to never get started, then I want to tell you this: start small. Start with the junk drawer in your kitchen. Start with your nightstand. I promise you that just one small project is going to kick off other projects around your house. So once you realize how easy it is and how good it feels, I think it's the feeling of decluttering that's as important as anything else. Then that's what brings on additional changes, additional projects. So we did a full house declutter back then, and we've pretty much stayed on top of it since then. I think that, you know, that's the other piece of this puzzle, honestly, is that it's not a one and done type of thing. You have to do it once and then just really be mindful of what you keep going forward, and do mini clean outs throughout the year. And really my closet clean out process is based upon that philosophy that once you do the big overhaul project the first time, then each subsequent time after that should just be small maintenance projects. So I'm going to share with you my closet clean out guide today, and I'm offering this as a free download PDF. You need to go to getyourprettyon.com/clean-closet to get your copy of that. You can download it, print it off, and follow the instructions that I'm going to share with you today. So if you don't catch something today, then definitely download that PDF at getyourprettyon.com/clean-closet. And there's some additional tips and tricks on there too that I'm probably not going to get to cover today, but I am going to run through those. So this is a 3-step process that I developed a few years back for the GYPO Style Challenge. And the reason I did this was because I wanted to be able to document my own process and make it easier for the pretties to know what they had in their closets, because let's face it, if you don't know what you have, you don't know what you need. And here's a statistic for you. We only wear about 20% of what's in our closets. So the first time you go through this process, it's going to be scary. You're going to see that the actual amount of clothing that you put back into your closet is not a lot, but that's okay because you weren't wearing the rest of the stuff anyway. So don't panic, but it does kind of give you an idea of what you're going to need to add into your closet to make sure that your wardrobe is complete. And it's just going to make it so much easier every season when you go into your closet. And honestly, there is no better feeling than walking into a clean, organized closet where you know where everything is. Like my closet, these shelves on the top used to be filled top to bottom with boxes and junk and old sets of sheets that we didn't use anymore. I mean, it was a mess. I wish I had some pictures from that time to compare what it looked like then versus what it looks like now. But anyway, all right, so let's start out with our clean closet guide. So the first step is that I recommend that you find 3 medium to large boxes. You can use trash bags for this if boxes aren't going to work for you, but you're going to label these boxes cash, stash, and trash. In your cash box, you're going to put any items that can be sold or donated. So I know a lot of women that use Poshmark and some of these other websites to sell old items. These are also items that you can donate or you can sell at a garage sale. So that's going to be your first box. Your next box is going to be trash. So anything that goes into this box is going to be something that's stained or worn out or damaged beyond repair that cannot be reused. Craig always goes into my trash box and pulls things out because he likes old t-shirts and things for cleaning the cars, and so we try to upcycle those if we can. Stash, this is going to be any clothing that you're not quite sure about yet. So if getting rid of things is hard for you, then this box will be your lifesaver, because you can put things in here that you're just not quite ready to get rid of yet, but we're going to put things in here into storage somewhere, so that if you do decide you love something in that box and you want to pull it back out again, you're totally able to do that. Okay, so I want to touch on this really quickly, that a lot of women struggle, women in particular, but I think men have this too, with getting rid of stuff. And that's because we do have emotional attachments to it. I love this book also because it really gets into the psychology of why we hold on to things and how to let go of them. And I think that really getting to the root of why, like if you are saving just way too much stuff in your closet or in your home in general, a lot of times there's a psychological component to that, and figuring out the reason why is super helpful. So for some of us, maybe we hold on to clothes, you know, that remind us of something in our past, or we hold on to sizes that no longer work for us, whether too big or too small. But whatever the reason is, it's okay to take those items out of your closet. And I love Marie Kondo's recommendation of asking if something brings you joy. You know, if it doesn't fit you well, it doesn't flatter you, or it's not bringing you joy, then it's something that you can let go of. But I also love this question, would I buy this piece again? I mean, I think that that's a great litmus test for the things that you keep in your closet. If you pull something out and say, would I buy this piece again today? And you wouldn't, then it's probably a good candidate for either the cash or the stash box. All right, so once you have the things in your box, once you have your boxes labeled, you're going to pull everything out of your closet. I know, this part's hard. All right, so the way that I do this is I take everything out and I throw it on my bed. If you want to, you can pull out one item at a time and categorize it into the boxes. I prefer just to have it all out on my bed and pull out one item at a time. If it's on a hanger, I pull the hanger off and then I put it in its appropriate box. Anything that stays in the closet, I just go ahead and put back in the closet. We're not worried about organizing it right now. We're just going to hang it up. And you can organize later. Really, this is personal preference. Again, if you prefer to organize as you go, that's fine. But you're just going to hold on to those pieces somewhere else for now. But how do I know what to keep? All right, again, you need to ask yourself a few questions. Have I worn it in the past year? If you're not sure, a great tip for this is whenever you do put your clothes in your closet, as you wear them each season, turn the hangers around so you'll know if it's something that you've worn recently. Another thing that I've seen that's been really effective is take a piece of ribbon and tie it around the bar on your closet, and then anything that you've worn, you can put in front of the ribbon. Anything you haven't stays behind the ribbon. That's a good way to know what you've worn and what you haven't. It's also a great way to get use out of pieces in your closet that you may not have worn in a few years. If you wear one time each thing that's in front of the ribbon and then force yourself to wear the things behind the ribbon, you'll make up some more outfit combinations and get some more use out of pieces in your closet that may not be getting enough love, but still fit you and are still stylish. All right, the next question is this a classic piece that will stay in style? So your classic items, you can definitely keep in your closet for a while. You know, striped shirts and great fitting pairs of jeans that are still in style, nice boots, all of those things. Handbags, things like that, the classic items that you've purchased and maybe have been investment quality, maybe not, but those pieces can stay. The next one is it still in good condition? I am personally guilty of this. I'll hold on to t-shirts that are not looking so hot anymore when I should be replacing them. So this is a great opportunity to go through things and pull out stuff that's not in good condition, especially our basics that get worn over and over and over again. I think it's really important to fill in the blanks and replace items each season as well. Next up is, can I pair it up in more than one way? So you know I've built the GYPO Style Challenge on the basis of being able to use our pieces in multiple ways and pair them up in at least 4 to 5 different ways. If you have something in your closet that does not go with anything else in your closet, then maybe that's a nice piece to question whether you want to keep it or not. Or it's a great way to pull out that piece and see if there are some ways that you can pair it up. I love to just pull a random piece of clothing out of my closet. Let's just take this sweater, for instance, and lay it on my floor, and then grab different pieces from my closet that I could pair up with it. So immediately I'm looking at this sweater and saying, ooh, I can pair it with my burgundy jeans. I can pair it with my cream corduroys. I can pair it with my gray jeans. I can pair it with my flare jeans. And then I lay them out on my floor, and I take my iPhone and I take pictures of the different groupings. So if you have a piece in your closet that's not getting enough love, then pull it out and pair it up, and keep all of those photos in a different file on your iPhone, and you can refer back to them when you need some outfit inspiration. This works great for packing too. So pair up your outfits in advance, and then you have them all on your phone and you know what you're going to wear on vacation. All right, next question, and this one's so important. Do I feel good when I wear this item? If it no longer fits you or does not flatter your body or is not comfortable, then maybe that's a piece that can go into the stash or cash box. Next up, does it fit? Again, that goes along with the last question. If things no longer fit you, if you're holding on to sizes that you wore maybe when you were 10 to 15 pounds lighter or heavier, either way, and you're keeping it there as your safety item, then maybe it's time to just go ahead and purge those pieces out and allow yourself the permission to dress the body you have now. I think it is so important, and I think that's something we all need to do, is say that I deserve to look and feel good where I am right now. So definitely keep that in mind. And then of course the last question is, would I buy it again? So I think that one's really, really important to pull out and just be super honest with yourself. Sometimes it's hard because you're like, well, I made this decision the first time. Does that mean I make bad decisions? No, it doesn't mean you make bad decisions. You got joy out of that purchase when you initially bought the item, and it has served its purpose, and it's okay to let it go. So if you answered no to one or more of the questions, it's probably not a keeper. Again, if you're not sure, put it in your stash box and keep it in there. I have stash boxes in our attic, and I try to go through those every 6 months to a year. Typically, it's around a year, and just glance through them quickly. And 99.9% of the time, I have not gone in there and gotten anything back out of that box. I think that it's very rare that I've done that, and then I know that I can just tape it up and donate it and let it go. All right, so now our last step is, once you're done categorizing everything that's a keeper, it's time to organize what's left in that pile. So most people have their own preferred method of organizing. I like to hang my items in groups from short sleeve shirts to long sleeve shirts, and I even do subcategories in there, like dressier items versus more casual items. Some people do their organization by color. Some people, I like to have all of my clothes in my closet except things that I fold, like my workout clothes, my pajamas, and my bras and underwear. Everything else pretty much has a spot in the closet. I have some little hanging cubbies that I like to fold some of my more delicate sweaters and put them in. But anyway, this is an area where you get to figure out what works best for you. So find a way of organizing that totally makes sense to you, that makes things easy. When you walk in, you can see everything that you have, and that's going to make it easier to pair up outfits whenever you do that too. One thing I do want to mention, and I have a bonus video on YouTube. I want you guys to check this out. So one of the things that I have done is completely transitioned my closet over to velvet hangers, and I cannot say enough good things about them. So, but I did make a video about them, so please go to my YouTube channel and check that out. It is Alison Lombatis is the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Alison Lombatis, ALISON, and check that video out there. Velvet hangers have been so, like, Okay, so I like things looking pretty, and I think that that's the biggest benefit of the velvet hangers for me, but they have tons of other benefits too. Hanging sweaters is one of them. You're not going to get those bumps on the shoulders if you use the velvet hangers, so just a tip. All right, so once you've completed all of these steps, you're going to be in a great position to rebuild your wardrobe. Again, don't be scared by the little amount that's left over. It's okay. Those are the pieces that you're wearing. Those are the pieces that you're loving. And then you can do something like, I have a Closet Staples printable that you can download at getyourprettyon.com and fill in the blanks on your shopping list. See what you truly have and what you truly need. And this is going to save you money. And you're going to go into the store armed with a list and not just go in there willy-nilly picking and buying things, because you're going to know exactly what you need to have in your closet. And it's also a good opportunity to upgrade. Again, I said, you know, if there's things that you've gotten rid of because they're not good quality or in good shape anymore, then this is an opportunity to replace those items as well. So my task for you, my challenge for you this weekend is to carve out an afternoon. It may not even take that long, but carve out a couple hours to focus on getting your closet completely cleaned out and organized. It's a great way to start the new year, and I promise you that it feels so, so good. You're gonna walk in your closet multiple times a day and smile. That's what I do every time I clean my closet. And I do this clean out. I used to do it quarterly, which was a little bit excessive, but I do it twice a year now. I keep my spring and summer clothes in, and I keep my fall and winter clothes in my closet, and then I rotate out because I think that's more helpful for me to not see everything at once, but to only see a couple seasons at a time and know what I truly have and what I need. All right, so again, you can print out this closet clean out printable at getyourprettyon.com/cleancloset. And one other announcement, there are 48 days left to register for the 2019 annual membership, Style Challenges by Get Your Pretty On. And we have options starting at $97 a year. That's like cheaper than Netflix for you to have personal style advice every day of the year. So I will also give you guys a link to check that out if you're interested, but I would love for you guys to sign up. And that's it. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. If you've loved this video, please share it with your friends, share the love, because maybe you guys can start a closet cleanup party together. Actually, that's a great idea. Have a friend come over and help you, because your friend can help you decide what to keep and what goes, and then you can do the same thing for her. All right, have an awesome weekend, and I will see you guys back here next Friday. Bye.